Hello, everyone. Happy Wednesday. Today we started our Wednesday with a Wellness Wednesday video from Mr. Smith. I'll link it for you, or it's in the document with all the links. He talked about mindfulness, and sometimes if you're feeling angry, or if you're sad, or if you're frustrated, remember you can do mindfulness to help you calm down. And then we went through and did our calendar. Today is Wednesday, August 26th. Trace the number 26. And then we did our weather. Our weather is still the same, and we're still in the same season. Our season, the season is summer. And today's weather is hot and sunny still hot and sunny, and it's even more sunny than it has been because the smoke here luckily is clearing up a little bit. That's lucky for us. After that, we did some blending. We counted how many sounds we heard in a word. So I gave the word sad, sad. How many sounds am I hearing in the word sad? I have to sound out the word sad. Sad. I hear three sounds. I gave more examples. At. Sound it out. At. Ooh, two sounds. Map. App. That's how you sound out the word map. App. Map. 3. Try it for fan. How many sounds? Sat. Tap. Mat. Man. An. Nap. Try it for those. How many sounds are in those words? And then I said the sounds of the words, and the students blended the words together to tell me what word I was sounding out. So I said at. That word is mat. When you put the sounds that I said together, they make the word mat. How about can? Okay, I'll give you some that you can try. Bag. App. 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 That one's hard. That one's tan. At. Try to blend those words together. What words was I saying? And then I showed on our Google Doc. Remember yesterday we learned if we have an action word like tap or wag, if I do it, it doesn't have an S. If he, she, or it does it, you have to add an S. So I tap, he taps with an S. She taps with an S. The dog taps with an S. Anyone other than I taps, but I tap. That's it, no S. And we learned that sometimes the S at the end can sound like S, the S sound, or it can sound like a Z sound, like taps. You hear this. But what about the word wags? Wags. That ends in an S, but it has the Z sound. It has the Z sound at the end, but it's an S. It's an action word with an S. It sounds like it has a Z, but it's not. And then we went into our Zoom packet and did our who doing what where. Practice more with writing our who doing what where, expanding our sentences. The first picture was of either a kid or a ghost, or you can come up with who, doing what, where. I would say that they're trick-or-treating. Some kids said passing out candy, whatever you want to do. And where, I said their neighbor's house. Some kids got really creative and said the haunted house, or they were passing out candy at their own house, something like that. So my sentence was, the ghost is trick-or-treating at his neighbor's house. Make sure you have a capital letter, finger spaces in between the words, and a period at the end of your sentence. And then number 2, we did that. I let all the students come up with their own sentences. That's why I don't have any written, because the students came up with their own sentences for the second picture and the third picture, and we shared. So try to come up with your own sentences. Don't forget you need a who, doing what, and where. So come up with your own sentences with the pictures they gave you. And then we went over our high frequency words again for the week. You should be practicing these. So when I show you the word, read it. Read it. Read it. Read it. Perfect. And then we went into our Your Turn workbook. And we went to page 5 and 6. 5 and 6 were a story. I ripped mine out. It's a story called Jack the Cat. Read the story twice. Read it 2 times. Really listen. It's about Jack the cat and what Jack the cat likes to do. So really listen to what he likes to do. And then on page 7 in your Turn workbook, we went and did letter A and B. Letter A says circle 2 pictures that give you key details from the story. So something that happened in the story. Did number 1 happen? If it did, circle it. Did number 2 happen? If it did, circle it. Did number 3 happen? If it did, circle it. Remember, there's only 2 that did happen. And then B says draw a picture in the box that shows another key detail from the story. So draw something different that happened in the story. So you're going to draw Jack sitting on his mat, maybe Jack playing with his ball, maybe Jack playing with the mouse, or no, they already did that one. Don't do that one. Or Jack napping. I didn't remember that it was a ball. I thought it was yarn. So I drew Jack playing with yarn, but it should have been a ball because in the story, Jack played with a ball, not yarn. After we did that, we did our math for the day. I'll let you pause on this because I did the front page with dots. Count how many blue dots and then count how many green dots. They should all equal 8. That's what we did today. We made the number 8 a bunch of different ways. We made the number 8 a bunch of different ways. Then open it up on the inside and keep doing that. Keep counting the blue and the green balloons and see how they made 8. Keep doing how they made 8. Keep counting. On the back, see how they made 8 on the back. 5 yellow flags. How many more flags do you need to make 8? How many fish are in the bowl? And then make your own 8 and draw it. How are you going to make your own 8? Okay. that was what we did. And then our independent work is everything left in the Zoom packet as always. Your spelling word search, see if you can find these words down here. Down here, like one of our words is not. See how it's right here? N-O-T, not. So color it or circle it. Color it or circle it, and do that for every word in the box. A spin it, read it, write it. Use your paper clip to make a spinner and your pencil to hold it, and then see what word you spin, you read it, and then you write it. You're gonna have to do it lots of times for all the boxes to be full. And then skip count by 5, write in the missing numbers, and then say all the numbers in order. And when you do that, you'll be skip counting by 5. Very cool, very cool. Okay, that was all that we did today. Don't forget to do Lexia like you have to do every day. And practice your high frequency words and read for 10 to 15 minutes. Have a good Wednesday.